When you think about the importance of Karim Benzema to Real Madrid, and it's obvious to think about the goals, think about the big moments that he had in Champions League, but think about also the presence of Karim Benzema and the difference that he made when he was on the field as to when he wasn't on the field. The decline of Real Madrid without Karim Benzema on the field, particularly last season, was steep, very noticeable. It tells you that this is a player that is much more than just the goals. And the goals themselves were important, but his presence, being the focal point, the leadership, the fact that you know as teammates that here is a guy that can resolve an issue for us. When we're in trouble and when we need a goal, we don't have to look around. We know this guy, not only is he good enough to do it, but he has proven time and time again that he was able to do it for Real Madrid, do it in Champions League, do it in La Liga with consistency and no longer in the shadows of anybody else. But here he is, taking that step forward and now becoming the best player in the world. Yeah, now it's his time to shine. There's some elite strikers out there right now, Robbo. We've got Erling Haaland from the new guard. We've got Karim Benzema, Robert Lewandowski. If you had a big game tomorrow and you could only pick one of those, are you going for Big Benz?
I'm afraid I would go for Haaland at the moment. I know he didn't score in the game against Liverpool, but he's still the striker that I think would score more goals than anybody else at the moment. But take nothing away from Karim Benzema. As the two guys have just said, over the course of the last year, he's been absolutely brilliant. And he doesn't do it in a conventional way. You know, he's not the out-and-out centre-forward. He drifts into wide areas, he drops deep, but he always arrives in the box at the right times, as he did for his goal yesterday. He was behind the play, but he arrived at the right time. A decent finish. He's a leader, and Ali's absolutely right. Last season, when he didn't play for Real Madrid, they looked a totally different side. He's been outstanding for quite some while now, and he fully deserves that Ballon d'Or.
Who do you least want to face, Shaka, in a big game tomorrow of those three?
I'm with Robbo in that, well, who I'd least like to face right now, Erling Haaland. If I was picking a team right now, I'd pick Erling Haaland. But to that point, I don't think there can be any debate that Karim Benzema was exactly the player that Real Madrid needed to have the season that they did. Speaking about the others, whether we're talking Lewandowski or Haaland, it's all hypothetical. But Karim Benzema was every single thing that Real Madrid needed all season long, both domestically and in Europe. The other thing about the Ballon d'Or this year and the lack of debate around who should win it is that for as long as I can remember, you can fashion an argument for somebody else. Whether we're talking last season with Lewandowski or Messi, or going back to the decade that Messi and Ronaldo dominated, you could always maybe fashion an argument for the other one, as it were. But this, as impressive a list as this is, there is absolutely no doubt who's the most deserving, and I don't think anybody can make an argument for anybody else.
And you just mentioned a name there, Cristiano Ronaldo, who we know very well that Karim Benzema used to do the dirty work for Cristiano Ronaldo, and Ronaldo was scoring the goals, and rightfully so, because he is Cristiano Ronaldo. When Cristiano Ronaldo walked out the door and he was gone, all right, drama in Real Madrid. What's going to happen? How are we going to be able to cope? How are we going to score important goals? And Karim Benzema said, oh, no, I got this, guys. You guys can stress out if you want to, but I got this. I don't know that many people believed that this was possible then. It is possible now, and certainly deservedly so for Karim Benzema.
Yeah, he was there all along. Nedum, you get the final word on this one. Happy to see Karim Benzema with the Ballon d'Or?
Yeah, very much so. I think he had an exceptional season, and the award is very much justified. And, you know, something that's caught my eyes, as I looked to the top five then, all five of those players are above 30 years of age. You know, even though it feels like it's a younger person's game now, that's where all the attention goes, it still just goes to show that the experience and the understanding of the game goes so far. And to even put it into context, I don't know what the rules are in Spain, but in England, if Benzema turns 35 in December, he'd be due a pension. That's how old he is within the game itself. So for him to have that sort of season, that sort of impact, you know, it is truly, truly incredible. And as I say, he deserves it because obviously he's the darling of so many Madrid fans, but he definitely broke a lot of hearts last season for a lot of teams.
Nadum
Thanks for making us all feel old, Nadum.
Well, yeah. Nadum sounds like a guy who's been looking for that pension already. He's been doing the homework.
I don't know what the rules are in Spain. The rules in England.
Busted, Nadum. Here are the other winners anyway. Alexia Putellas securing a second consecutive women's Ballon d'Or. Gavi won Best Young Player. Thibaut Courtois won the Yashin Trophy. Sadio Mane, Socrates Prize. Manchester City, Club of the Year.
What?
Robert Lewandowski, Best Striker.
Wait a minute. What?
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.